I'm out here right now at a contract that's about to close today. Obviously 4583 here in Daybreak. So this is in downtown Daybreak. So it's on the Soda Row. So it's like literally 50 yards to all the restaurants. Look at this awesome 3-story, so you can see all the way up there. But I just wanted to walk through some of the details about this one that were fantastic for my buyer. So on this one, I represented the buyer through a lot of negotiation, a lot of back and forth. I think we got this for probably 15 to 20,000 below what everything else is listed at. So right now there's probably like 6 other listings in the same area, and we were probably $15,000 under the best priced listing there. So let's go in and check it out and talk a little bit more about this transaction. So heading in the front door, it's got this great landing. So it's got this awesome landing on the main floor, closet there, garage there, closet there, and then it goes upstairs to the living areas. But let's go into this like, you know, you're moving in. It's your garage now. One thing my client loved about this home was having a finished garage. So this is drywall, taped, and painted, and that's fantastic. That was one thing it's hard to find oftentimes in Utah, but this one had it, and she was ecstatic. Like I said, it's in Daybreak, so it has one of these shared alley driveways, like we've talked about before in other listings. So about 8 to 10 units use this. Here's the entrance to the garage. Another cool thing about this home is it has 2 balconies on the kitchen living room level. So that's one, and then there's one on the other side, and then up there are some of the bedrooms. So that door is storage, and then over here is water shutoff and the water heater. So if you're coming home from a hard day's work, you head up these stairs. All this is just the natural light that's in the home right now. Like it's about 9:30 in the morning, and this is all natural light, no lights on. So right there you got a little pantry right off the kitchen. So this is the great room that I kind of wanted to talk about. So this whole second level is basically a great room. So kitchen, dining area, the balcony, the TV, your living room, and then the other balcony. And then right over there, you can see the stairs that head upstairs, but not before that. You can have a half bath for guests to use. So this is that front balcony I mentioned. You know, Daybreak, it's got a lot of really cute, fun things about it. They even installed a nice little cat door. But another cool thing is with these 2 balconies, these 2 doors, you can definitely get a cross breeze if you wanted to, you know? Like that's kind of fun. But let's head on upstairs to where the bedrooms are. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And this is how a lot of like newer townhomes in Utah are being built. So 3 levels with a 2-car garage on the bottom is pretty typical. So when you get to the top, we have utilities, that's laundry, the stacked laundry that came with the home. And this is the primary bedroom. So the previous owner removed the door off that closet. That's actually downstairs in one of the garage storage areas. And they put in, you know, the cute barn door slider, but fully built out, which is nice. And one of the reasons people actually remove doors like this in some of these homes, you can see the door jamb, is because that door swings this way and then it blocks this side of the closet for you. So you see that a lot in these homes. Look at this view. Then in here we got the primary bathroom. So big shower, 2 sinks and toilet. And from there, this landing that heads over the other 2 bedrooms and another bathroom. So another full bath. Then this bedroom. Big closet, so. Sounds like one of the fire alarms needs to have batteries changed, but if it wasn't snowing right now, right there you'd be able to see the Ochre Mountains. But then right behind that building right there, we'll walk over there, is the whole Soda Row shopping center. So you can literally walk to the Break, which is like a bar food restaurant. Then there's a bunch of higher end restaurants that are pretty nice, breakfast nooks, things like that. Here's that great room again. But she got a great deal on this. We also negotiated a lot of closing costs. We got the HOA prepaid for an entire year, which will help the buyer out quite a bit. And what else do we get covered? We got a lot of stuff covered on this. We got a home warranty covered. Just a really good purchase for my client right now. So right now I'm just walking on the street that's gonna pass the alleyway that we were kind of in when we left the garage. And from here, you can see what's on the other side of that building, that whole commercial restaurant zone. So to my left, we just passed that alleyway to the garage of this home. But right there is, in the blue building is Maxwell's, there's Cut Bop, Camera Shy Photography, personal trainers, lots of restaurants. Just a great spot here in Daybreak. Right over there's the lake and everything, but just a really cute spot.
Things went way better than anticipated. I had so much anxiety coming into this because the process is new to me and walked me through everything. They exercised due diligence and foresight on my behalf, so there were a lot of things I could just be at ease about because I knew to take care of them. So Eric was really keen on, call it the line items of the transaction, if you will. So because of that, he was able to give me clarity on what each of those line items were, what each of the costs associated would be, so I could understand them relative to each other. And he did such an amazing job of negotiating those in my favor. So I had a target number of about 18,000 or so that I wanted to reach, but we did, we were able to get 80-90% close to that, and really configured those seller concessions in a way that made the most sense, going to the right places in the right ways. And it really put me in such a buffered situation, and Eric allowed me to funnel those funds towards other things that I need to do during closing, and it was just so brilliantly done.
So like I mentioned, we got a lot for my client on this. She's excited and she's gonna move in. But I did just wanna show some of this beautiful Daybreak home in the heart of Daybreak in Soda Row.